Welcome to part 35 of Persona 5 Strikers, and in this episode we're continuing on the Saburo Jail.
Huh? The ice wall's gone. No kidding. Wonder why.
Something tells me even a massive heater couldn't have done this.
I have a hypothesis. In Shibuya and Sendai, our key to progression both times was the core at the top of the prison key. If the same logic applies, then couldn't that core we found earlier be the key to melting these ice walls?
It could very well be possible.
Yeah, not kidding.
Remember, we're in the metaverse. Some things we just have to accept and move on. In this case, we'll need to melt more ice walls to get inside the castle.
We know what we need to do. All right, Sophia. Ready or not?
Here we come!
Alright, now it's off to the Arbitorium, which is where the second tower is. Because in the last part we took care of the first tower and had to shut on all the heaters, not off, sorry, in order for us to get to the checkpoint so that way we could actually save and come back. That would be a decent breaking point and for you to go to the other jails and actually get yourself some more level, because it's going to be tougher from here. Oh, God forbid when we actually do the infiltration to get to the birdcage.
There it is, the prison keep.
It's our second one. Let's do this.
Well, we're not too far from the tower, so all we need to do is take care of the shadow in question, which is also going to be a mini-boss. You know, I really wished that we had baton passes and one more. Well, the baton passes raises up the showtime, but baton passes that basically give you a strengthened boost every time you tagged in. I actually am starting to miss that in Royal, but unfortunately, we're in a different game, so it has to be what it has to be. But for the most part, we're actually doing just fine. Joker is at a high enough level so that he can take care of business, and that's all that needs to be said. Business needs to be taken care of, and we've gotten through this. I mean, granted, An did fall a couple of times. Oh God, I almost fell down.
All right.
So that means we need to go not here. Actually, no, I had to fall down. I had no choice. But there's a bunch of shadows there. Oh, I guess that'll work too. And hopefully we can clear this herd out real quick. Because as soon, and I repeat, as soon as we're done here, again, we got a tower to deal with. If I'm not mistaken, the front door is somewhere around the area. Okay, I guess that works too. And we're just clearing out enemies left and right. Perfect. So, that means we just need to turn around. Ooh. Maracuja. Yeah, it's Maracuja, I think. But whatever the case, let's come in this area here.
Be careful. We're trapped in.
Alright, now it's time for us to drop the chandelier, which is a critical hit. Okay, I guess. But it doesn't count as a gunshot, because the weakness of Mothman is in fact gunshots, as opposed to them being weak to physical like in the original Persona 5. That Mothman being weak to gunshots is a thing since Royal. But whatever the case, I should have used Haru, since she is the user that is most prevalent for gun and also for psychic, but mostly gun. And what do you know, Mothman's weak to both. So yeah, this is pretty much not much of a contest. And the only thing we have to worry about is these guys. That's the only thing. And that's the only reason why we have these axes here, so that we could snipe these guys out of the air, the helicopter shadows. Eventually, it's going to be a little bit easier once we get finished leveling up, because all these shadows giving me trouble now, or not dying like talking about it, they're gonna drop like flies later on the moment we get to a higher level, and more importantly, past the normal level ratio or requirement that you need to be here for.
Nearby shadow detected.
Also, having this gun is a lot safer and shooting outside than what it is just rushing them. And funnily enough, I should have mentioned this when we actually got Sophie, but Sophie actually has a charge shot, like the Mega Buster, or the X Buster if you will, from Mega Man and Mega Man X respectively, or ZX if you will, the ZX Buster, or A-Trans, like my ZX playthrough, or ZX Advent, that's what I meant to say, not ZX, because A-Trans is not in ZX Advent. I mean, god damn it, I meant A-Trans is not in ZX, but it's in ZX Advent, that's what I meant to say. But nonetheless, we've got a cutscene, so let's get on to that and switch over to On, shall we?
Looks like we can descend from here, although there are shadows in the way.
It's a steep slope covered with snow. The danger is there regardless.
Hey, isn't that a snowboard over there? Why don't we use that to cruise down?
What? On a snowboard? That would actually look hilarious. If it wasn't for the fact that Atlus went there and did everything they could to censor On's butt. God, they definitely dropped the ball. They have On the cover, literally being fan servicey as usual, but at the exact same time, she doesn't take clothing damage. That's real dumb, Atlus. Real dumb. Speaking of dumb, we've got another hacking session. Dear Lord.
Let me do a little technomancy on it. Alright, hacking in. Make sure you back me up.
It's all yours, Oracle.
We'll protect you.
This one's not as bad as the first one, cause you see this ice block? You can use this to push them only a little bit further so that it can actually cost them Dormina. Okay. Why isn't it actually sliding into enemies and hurting them? It's only costing them Dormina for some reason. I don't even know. But whatever the case, we're doing a hell of a lot better than the first hacking session. And by the way, we might as well focus on Haru, especially since Sentanta is starting to show up in this whole entirety of this hacking. Oh no! Futaba's by herself and Leland's there. Yeah, I can't have that. I can't have none of that. Just remember to heal Futaba, computer. That's all you gotta do. Yeah, I kinda wish I could use my grenade launcher on these Mothmen. That would make things a hell of a lot easier. Oh yes, using the grenade launcher on the Mothmen would definitely make things easier, not on me, but also clearing the path on every single person, and more importantly, make it to where all the damage won't be. Oh, that's even better. This showtime is even better. Yeah, once we've unleashed this showtime, it's all but over for this hacking session. Oh, that looks so freaking cool. Not gonna sit here and lie to you, that's cool. And now we're gonna have to wait about 10-20 minutes before Futaba actually has, no, actually not 10-20 minutes, but rather wait for all the enemies to show up. I was being hyperbolic with the 10-20 minutes, because they just showed up immediately after Makoto destroyed them. That's as far as the ice block goes. Why is that ice block even there? Oh, you can use it for Dormina. Okay, I guess. But it doesn't matter. We only got like 5% left, and everybody's trying to go after Futaba, but it's over. Ooh! Ooh! Smart thinking Arvy Man. Use that grenade launcher. And that is the end of this hack for this area. Thank God we don't have to do this again. But it's gonna get real dicey real soon. And by dicey, there is a blizzard. So we're gonna have to take care of the blizzard first before dealing with all the enemies here. And they're gonna keep coming until that blizzard is gone. So the objective is to turn off the heater. But this is a great way for you to actually gain experience if you are low in health or low in experience. And more importantly, all of these personas are between 21 and 24. So yeah, this is a great way for everyone in the back row to actually gain experience, because everyone actually do have experience boosts. Well, I wouldn't say experience boosts, but rather they will gain experience eventually due to the fact that even though Mishima is not in the game, they do have back row EXP. I mean, albeit it's a small back row EXP, they all get back row EXP, and eventually, once you're finished beating a certain level with them, they will get ridiculously strong, just as strong as everybody else. But all in all, you have to be at a high enough level in order to beat this game. Particularly level 70 or level 80. But mostly level 70. And I'm not just saying that because I'm trying to be hyperbolic. No, you have to be at least at level 70 in order for you to do some modicum of damage to the final boss. Like, the final boss is going to actually go down real fast at level 100, but level 70 definitely. They will actually start hurting, and by the time you get to them, you probably won't be strong enough to get to the final boss. I'm just letting y'all all know because I've already beaten this game on the Switch. So, yeah, just a word of warning and a heads up. Oh, by the way, let's turn off this heater here. But first, let's clear the way so I can. Again, I'm also trying to gain up experience points. Ah, that miso ramen is good. Turn off the heater, Haru. You know what? That's exactly what we need to do. Turn off the heater. I mean, yeah, we are beating the hell out of the enemies, but they're going to keep coming until the heater goes off. So, oh wait, nope, there's more enemies. They just showed up, even though we just got rid of some of them. It was almost a clear screen, too. Again, they will just keep coming. And so too will the critical blows and the punches in the face. Because those punches in the face are the gift that keeps on giving to all these shadows over here. And again, we gotta go over to that heater and turn it on. That's the only way to stop these random encounters. Cause see, they just keep coming. Past me's gonna figure it out. And he'll figure it out by the time we're almost out of SP. There he goes. Now then, all we have to do is take care of the rest of the rabble. And that's it. That's all we need to do. This was something, and I hope we get a lot of experience points for everyone we've killed thus far, or it's just going to be a set amount of experience points, despite the fact we just murdered countless shadow. Nope, just one big fell swoop.
We've eliminated all obstacles. Let us proceed to the tower.
All right, let's take what we came for.
Well, that was a productive trip to the second tower. I mean, the first tower was interesting, and the second tower is very productive and hard-hitting. But for the most part, at least we got the second core. The last one is going to be a doozy. Well, not really, because they require some sort of finagling, but we'll get to that part when we get there.
Yay, we got a core! Why is it a flower?
Wasn't she telling off that one staff member who let that flower with her?
I wonder if it's related to what she said earlier. How she wanted to make Sapporo a beautiful destination for all.
Well, I certainly understand her passion. Sacrificing her own people to do it is completely unacceptable.
Yes, I agree.
At any rate, we retrieved the core. Let's head back to Odori Park.
Look on the bright side, at least we don't have to worry about blizzards anymore. So, on that note, let's get out of this tower and go prison keep, actually, and go to the next area. Because we've got one more prison keep to find. And since we've already surfed down the hill, we've got other things to worry about.
Look! The ice wall is gone, just as we thought.
You! Thief! Return what you stole at once! You have no idea what kind of torture awaits us if the Monarch finds out!
Sorry to hear that, but there's no turning back.
Well, this shouldn't be hard. In fact, this is actually the best time for me to use Ann's machine gun to pretty much take the weakness of Mothman. Yeah, that is the weakness. Guns. And it's pretty much going to be the weakness of Mothman. Hell, you could just switch out the Haru and take triple down and knock this guy down really bad. This is pathetic. Beyond pathetic, and this is one of the guys you have to beat. So let's switch over to Haru, or somebody, yeah, let's switch over to Haru and hit him with the grenade to break down that armor of his, so that way we could get another showtime. And the fact that we went there and did damage to his weak spot, we raised up Haru's showtime gauge. This is just sad, beyond all reason. You're done, and Haru's been mastered! And I got the achievement for it, by the way. It wasn't shown because I'm using the DVR of the PS4, but yeah, I maxed out Haru. This is just sad. Beyond sad. Well, at least you'll be able to get some experience points for this. Yay. Oh, and we got Mar-Agion. Yeah. Mar-Agion, that's what it is. I can't pronounce that word to save my life. But, level 2 fire in Persona. Yes! Oh, and we've got a cutscene too.
Oh, look! The ice wall disappeared. We can move on to the next prison keep now. Let's go.
Good news! The ice wall is gone. Now, we can head straight to Sapporo Tower, which is going to be the next area we have to go, because that will lead to the third and last tower of this stage. So, with that said, this one's going to be a little bit different than the other ones. And by different, I mean, we're going to have to climb up.
The prison keep is there, but it's the same ice barrier we encountered at Odori Park. We can't get through like this.
But the core is just ahead, right? What do we do?
How about up there? We may be able to drop in from above, as long as we're willing to climb.
Nice thinking, Inari. Then let's head over there.
Quick thing to note, you're doing the stealth section with Haru here, and she has a grenade launcher, and there is no, like, way to hide from these things, so you're gonna have to lure them out and hit them with the grenade launcher, like I just did. That is the best way to get through the stealth section, because this is where the stealth section will continue. Thankfully, when you destroy one, you'll be able to bypass the other enemy that's there. So just simply leap onto the top of the mountain and head over to the snowboards.
Hey, don't you think we'd get there much easier if we slid down?
Good idea. You're sharp, Panther.
Witness as we gallantly soar down these slopes to safety. This may just be the inspiration I need.
You consider this inspiring?
Okay, quick note, ladies and gentlemen. When you're getting on the snowboard, I'm using Haru for this reason, you want to try to balance yourself into the middle because the checkpoint to get to the stealth section is literally right in the middle. So you want to try to maneuver it right there in the middle. And that's basically how you get to the stealth section. I know I sound like I'm jumping the gun, but I'm not. Because you see, that method I just showed you is how you're going to actually beat Haru's stealth section later on, which it will be a thing. So, with that said, we managed to get through this area and level up a couple of people. So, on that note, we still have a little bit ways more to go. So we're going to go and make this our stopping point. And in the next episode, we will go to the third and last tower of this jail. This is RVman985. Peace out and take care, and see you all in part 36.